Hello and welcome to episode 3 of RattleUp. This is your host, Chris. Today is Sunday, June 6th at noon Pacific time. We got a lot planned for you today, including a quick recap or so of a Diamondbacks road trip. A pretty long road trip, in fact. Haven't been at home in almost a week and a half. And some potential fixes to the rotation and bullpen with Jon Duplantier being injured and out of the rotation. We'll also have provide an update on what that injury is. But welcome to the episode of Rattle Up today. It's the third one. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there, and hope everyone's having a great day. Okay, so first thing I just wanted to go into is that the Diamondbacks placed Duplantier on the IL. His MRI is very positive. They also have Avila back on the IL. He's really been picking it up recently. He's been doing strong, and I could see him come. I hope he comes back soon. He's actually been one of our better players recently, catcher-wise. I mean, Carson Kelly's been doing really strong, so is Avila. Hopefully they can both come back, but with Avila going down, we have called up Caleb Joseph from Reno. And they took him, the MRI was on Jon Duplantier's right shoulder. It's just inflammation, and Torey Lovello said it came back very positive. It was Duplantier reported soreness in the shoulder on Wednesday night after the start, and he only threw 3 innings in that game. But yeah, so more on that later on. But Avila was also on the 10-day IL. He was placed Friday with a left quadricep muscle strain. It was then the 4th inning Thursday, and he had homered 3 state appearances or games, and he now it's 5 on the season, which is hopefully he can come back soon. He's actually doing pretty well this year. A lot of people didn't want to see him on the team at all again, but he's surprising me this year and how well he has been doing. Just to start off real quick with what's going on today. It's currently 7-2 in the going into the 5th inning. Diamondbacks look like they're going to split the 4-game series with the Nationals. But so I'm going to start with a quick recap. Coming off of a 3-game sweep of the Blue Jays, outscoring the Blue Jays 22 to 4. A pretty good series, and then moving into this past week, they started off with a insane game against the Phillies. This is all on the road. 13 total home runs combined for both teams. 8 from the Diamondbacks, 5 from the Phillies. The final score of 13-8. It would have been crazy to see what would have happened if this game had been played in Coors or even back in Chase. But just to start off with our pitching, Taylor Clark threw 3 1/3 innings, giving up 4 earned runs, and then Zach Godley had a strong appearance going longer than the starting pitcher. 3 2/3 innings, not giving up any runs, only giving up 4 base runners, or 2 hits and 2 walks. 1 strikeout. Matt Andriese goes an inning, giving up 2 runs, and Greg Holland goes an inning, giving up 2 runs. The Phillies' second pitcher also went longer than their starter. Jared Eichhoff only goes 3 innings, giving up 7 runs. And then Suarez comes in for 4 innings, giving up 4 runs. And Garcia comes in, scoreless inning, and Davis goes up 2 runs in a single inning. Just to start 8 home runs just to start off on who had them. Eduardo Escobar had 2. David Peralta had 1. Gerard Dyson had 1. Avila had 1. Eldermo Vargas had 2. Ketel Marte had 1. So, just moving into the box score, just who had hits, who had RBIs. Gerard Dyson had an RBI on his home run, getting on base 2 times. Ketel Marte had 1 RBI. He scored 2 runs. David Peralta 1 RBI and scored a run. Adam Jones didn't have any RBIs, but he did score twice. Both times he was on base. Or not both times. Yeah, he 1 hit, 1 walk. Eduardo Escobar had 5 RBIs in this game and 5 at-bats. 4 hits, 3 runs. Christian Walker scored a run, walking twice, no hits in this game. Everyone had 5 at-bats, it seems. Avila had 2 RBIs, Vargas had 3 RBIs, and so that's about it. But a strong game hitting-wise, not so great. Pitching for either team. And then moving into last Tuesday, the Diamondbacks lose their first one in 5 games, giving up 7 runs to the Phillies and only getting back 4. Not a good start for John Duplantier, who after this game was placed on the IL with the injury I was discussing earlier in the day. But 7 hits, 4 runs, 1 walk, 1 strikeout, and in 3 innings pitched, TJ McFarland gives up 2 runs, only 1 earned in 2 innings. Chafin goes an inning and gives up 1 run, and Archie Bradley somehow went 2 innings not giving up a run. The Phillies, we kind of got shut down by Jake Arrieta. Arrieta goes 3 runs, gives up 3 runs in 6 innings. Hammer comes in, gives up 1 run in an inning, and then Nicasio and Neris both shut us out for an inning, and we don't get any runs off of their bullpen, really. But so moving into the hitting, only 4 runs, so not a lot of offense compared to the last game. Ketel Marte with 1 RBI, Escobar with 1 RBI, and Carson Kelly with 2 RBIs. Marte hit a home run in this game, not a lot of offense in this game. Definitely not our best game in this road trip, but it ended off a 5-game winning streak. And then to move into the last game of this series in Philadelphia, Diamondbacks go 2 innings. Diamondbacks win this game 2-0 in the series finale. Merrill Kelly with a crazy good start. 7 2/3 innings pitched, only giving up 3 hits and going scoreless, not giving up a single run. Chafin goes a third of an inning and does the job, doesn't give up any runs. And Holland throws a shutout final inning. Zach Eflin he threw a pretty good game, only giving up 5 hits, 2 runs, and Velasquez comes up and gives up 1 hit in an inning and no runs. Both the runs were provided by Walker and Ahmed. So not a very exciting game at all. Not a lot of offense, but a crazy good start by Merrill Kelly, who seems to have, I've said this a lot, but he seems to have like a one great start and then he's bad, but recently he seems to have been doing good. I think if every team had to have 2 all-star pitchers, then I would definitely say he would be our second one. But so a good overall game by the Diamondbacks. Not so much hitting, not as much offense, but a lot of good pitching. And then another back-to-back shutouts for the Diamondbacks, winning 5-0 in the first game against the Nationals. Zach Greinke throws 7 1/3 innings, only giving up 2 hits. He had a no-hitter going through 7 innings. Hirano goes 2/3 of scoreless inning, and Archie Bradley goes a full inning, not giving up a run. This is also a series against Gerardo Parra, who we haven't seen in a while, but that day starts for the Phillies, giving up 5 runs in just 6 innings, and then Grace goes 2 innings and not giving up a run, and Rosenthal goes a scoreless inning. But the runs were provided by Gerard Dyson, who had a home run, and Avila, who also homered in this game. And Eduardo Escobar and Adam Jones both had runs in this game. Overall, a good game for the Diamondbacks. This was the start of a new win streak, 2 in a row. The Diamondbacks. Zach Greinke after this game said he doesn't want to throw a no-hitter, but he said there would be more hassle than it would be worth it after the 6 innings of shutout baseball. But overall, a very good game for pitching-wise. 2 in a row, 2 shutouts in a row, which is all you can ask for, especially on the road after a long road trip on the East Coast. Moving into a not-so-great game. Robbie Ray got the start, 6 innings pitched. Good length start for him, but he gives up 5 runs in those 6 innings, which isn't good at all. 2/3 of an innings for Andrews, giving up 2 runs, and Crichton goes 1 1/3 and scoreless innings. There's not much you can do when you're facing off against one of the best pitchers in the league. Max Scherzer, 7 innings pitched, 2 runs. Suero gives up a run in 2/3 of an innings. Rainey gives up a third of a run. Goes a third of an inning, not giving up any runs. And Doolittle shuts him out in the 9th inning, not giving up a run in a single inning of work. The runs were produced by Escobar, Ahmed, and Kelly. Just overall a bad day for offense and pitching. Robbie Ray is not doing well at all. I don't know what's going on with him, but it would be great to see if he could pick it back up where he left off 2017. Moving into yesterday's game, 10-3. And And 10-3 game, Diamondbacks take a big win, 7 runs more than the other team. Is great, especially when you're not at the most hitter-friendly park. But so 10-3 game. Taylor Clark goes 4 2/3 innings, giving up Kurt Suzuki hits a solo home run, and now it's an 8-2 game. But Taylor Clark goes 4 2/3 innings, giving up 3 runs. It would be great to see him go longer. He doesn't seem to have the most stamina. Andrew Chafin comes in and does his role, giving no runs in the 3rd of an inning. Then Hirano, Lopez, and McFarland all go scoreless innings, and Hirano 1 2/3, Lopez 1 1/3, and McFarland just 1 inning. But good work from the Diamondbacks pitching staff. The bullpen does really well. So the Nationals had Strasburg pitching, giving up 6 runs in 5 innings. Guerrera goes 2 scoreless innings. Barraclaw, 3 runs in a 1/3 of an inning. Sip, 2/3 of an inning, and Rosen scoreless. and Rosenthal gives up a run in a